Welcome back to the channel, fellow adventurers. If you're new here, we do EDC gear and knife review videos. If you like that kind of content, subscribe to the channel. Also, just to let everybody know, channel memberships are available. Alright folks, today we have something really cool. We have a prototype knife from Pickled Steel. And they sent this along to, I'm part of a pass along group, they sent this along for me to check out. So let's kind of take a look. Let's get the Pickled Steel stickers out of the way. Okay. So what we have in front of us is the Cosmos prototype. This is a beautiful looking knife right off the bat, my first impression. You've got G10 with carbon fiber. You've got a carbon fiber around the pivot. Let's bring it up closer so you can see that. It's a captive pivot, which I like. You have a front flipper deployment and a thumb stud. That just shoots right out of there. This is a nice size knife. I mean, this is a full 4-finger grip. Really nice jimping and a harpoon right there. I love harpoons. You can see the Pickled Steel logo right there. So not overly billboarded. I really like that. When you turn to the other side, you've got this kind of interesting clip with the designer's name on it. J.H. DeWitt is the designer. This comes in at a 14C28N blade steel. You've got the Cosmos name right there. Now let's take a look at this. Really like the blade shape. I love that swedging on top. I love the harpoon right there. And man, that's really nice. Now, some of the things they already said they're going to be changing about the prototype is that they're going to be chamfering the scales a little bit more, which I could see why these come to like a 90-degree angle, although they're not uncomfortable at all. But if you did chamfer them a little bit, that would be great. Now you have, it's a liner lock. You don't have, like, I would like to see them just recess this slightly more so you have a better access to the liner lock. But even with that said, I could still get in there and operate this with one hand without a problem. Front flipper works really well. Look at that. Really nice. A couple of the other changes is they're going to lower the height of the clip. Right now it's a little high. So they're going to make this flatter. Now it's still going to be non-reversible. So, and I see why, because they're trying to follow the line of the knife. And I don't think you can do that and make this reversible. But overall, it's really nice. And what they're going to do is they're going to take the maker's name and they're going to put it along the backspacer here, which will be really nice. With that being said, let's take a quick measurement of the knife. So let's get our handy dandy NAFS ruler out. So the blade comes in at 3.5 inches basically, with a 3¼ inch cutting surface. So not bad at all. I mean, it's a nice full-size knife. To kind of put that in perspective, we'll show that size-wise up against the Manix 2 lightweight. You can see pretty comparable in size. Very comparable. Then we'll bring out the Benchmade bug out. And it's clearly bigger than the bug out. Not hugely bigger, but it's bigger. I'll move these up just a bit. And then we're going to bring out a little small one of a knife, and that is the Kaiser Nice Guy. So you can see it slots right there with the Manix 2, which is bigger than the others on the table. So let's get those out of the way. All right. So my initial first impression, and you guys know I reviewed 2 of the Pickled Steel in the past. I reviewed the Freya and the Rhino. Both beautiful knives. I like both of them a lot. But I really like this. I mean, that scale is just amazing. Absolutely love that. And I would like to put it through a cutting test, but I'm not going to because I do have to pass this along and it's not mine to keep. And I don't want to mess up the blade for anybody else. But I mean, I could tell you that blade, that is really done well. The grind is perfect on both sides. I like the choils cut out just enough so that way you can get a few sharpenings out of that without any problem whatsoever. And that's a solid lockup on that. If you look, that's about, I want to say, about a third of a lockup. So that's really good. That's kind of what you want in there. And let's see. Let's get this closed. And that blade is perfectly centered. So really the fit and finish and quality of this is just fantastic. There's even a place for a lanyard right there. And just really, really great job by Pickled Steel on this one. I can't say enough. So I'm looking forward to when this goes into production and what the changes they're going to make. They're not sure the price point. Probably going to sell around the $70 mark. But I think it'll be definitely worth it. Just fantastic. Feels great in the hand. I really like everything about that. So, good job by Pickled Steel. Again, I continue to be impressed by what they've sent me, what I bought. Just fantastic knives. And Aldo's doing a really good job with that company. So, all right, folks. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. And as I always say, until we meet again, keep your blade sharp.